Hello, my name is Maddie Whibbs. I am a talent acquisition manager here at Blackberry in Waterloo. I am a recruiter by trade, so I've been in this industry for the last 7 years. I started my career journey in recruitment in industrial recruitment. I then moved into IT and executive recruitment, and then into early talent recruitment, which is where I find myself today. So I manage a program, the campus program at Blackberry, that is the student program. So we hire all of the students, co-ops, interns that come into Blackberry Canada. So very rewarding job, and I'm excited to be here today. Fun fact, I'm also a University of Waterloo alumni. I graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Legal Studies. So the first skill that came to mind is observation. Every company is different in terms of how they get things done. It's important to be able to step back and observe the process when you're starting at a company. Identify key decision makers, the organizational structure and how things flow, as well as the policies that really govern the day to day at a company. You want to figure out the who's and the what's. That leads me into my second skill, which is adaptability. If I've learned anything, it's that things will always change. And that adaptability or that ability to pivot in the face of change is one of those key skills an individual can possess, especially in today's climate. When I'm interviewing, I want to build a team that can come together and tackle a problem head on as a team rather than get stuck or spin our wheels in the face of change, because the reality is it will change. Something will change. So that adaptability is key. Finally, strong communication. Being able to ask the important questions and meet new people, no matter how daunting or uncomfortable that may be when you're starting at a company, is essential. Being able to communicate with all levels of business, that's really something that is going to help you navigate a new workplace as well as a new culture, just that ability to communicate effectively. Okay, so the final question here is, what suggestions do you have for junior employees who are adjusting to a new workplace culture? Okay, so I think my first piece of advice would be, when you're first starting your career journey, breadth is more important than depth. Really just commit to learning all that you can when you're early in your career journey, especially because you don't know what shape your career is going to take. So make sure you learn as much as you can in these early stages. Learn what size company you thrive in. Maybe it's a smaller startup company. Maybe it's a larger corporation where things are laid out. Learn where you're comfortable and you can kind of put the best output out. What size companies you like looking for? Do you like working at home? Do you work better in an office? Maybe hybrid. These are all these things that you really want to start learning as you're kicking off your career journey. My next piece of advice is get to know everybody. Say hello to when you pass people in the hallways, when you're making your coffee. This is really a great way to get connected to people that you might not work with on the day to day, but that you work with as a company. And you never know what opportunities that may open up for you. Consider it building your personal brand. The way you kind of navigate the workplace is you building your brand and how you're presenting yourself as an employee to some team that you could work for one day. Finally, my last piece of advice is get curious, ask questions. Once you've learned your new role and kind of your specific task and what value you add to the organization, start asking questions about other teams. Okay, what does this team do? How does that contribute to the end goal? That way, you're kind of getting a better picture of the organization as a whole, but also really developing that network for yourself. You're meeting other teams. You are, again, establishing your brand as an individual. These could present growth opportunities in the future. Always have a hunger for that knowledge. This is how you really grow yourself within any company.